Man, having a motorcycle is so dope. I mean, especially in this day and age where everything is hella expensive. Everything is super expensive, including these. Everybody got to work 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on in the earth right now. Having a motorcycle is a blessing. It's a beautiful thing. You get a little bit of freedom, man. You get a little glimpse of freedom to get out there in the wind and just have a different experience, man, than the average everyday human being. You know what I'm saying? And there's a few things that I want to talk about in this video as far as owning a motorcycle. Okay, this is very similar to owning a lot of other things. There's a few things that if you don't have a motorcycle yet, which I'm sure most of y'all do, but if you don't have a motorcycle yet, there's a few things that I do want to get into in this video about owning a motorcycle and the responsibilities that come with it. Let's say like this: you may be about to get a motorcycle, you know the one you want, but there's maybe a few things that you just don't know because you never owned one before, and I want to get into that in this video. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about it. We're gonna ride down here to the gym real quick. I gotta go get a little workout in because you know your boy getting out of shape. So we're gonna ride down here together and we're gonna talk about some of the responsibilities of owning a motorcycle. This is my 2023 Kawasaki ZX6R. I love this bike. I got some things I still gotta do to it. Definitely want to get it tuned. We're gonna probably do that here hopefully in the future, man. So y'all stay tuned. Let's go. Well, we pray for safe travels, that everybody make it home safe, even though it's just me, but y'all that's watching. Let's get down here to this gym, man. All right, here we go. What's going on, y'all? Much love, peace, and blessings to everybody checking into the channel. This your boy, Get a Mic. And today I want to talk about some of the responsibilities of owning a motorcycle. Like I said earlier, I'm pretty sure all of you guys got a motorcycle, and if you don't, you're probably about to get one. But I want to talk about some of the things that I feel is something to think about. Not really though, it's not even really nothing to think about. We know we're getting motorcycles, we love this thing, but I just want to talk about a few of the things that you tend to notice once you own a motorcycle, which I've had this bike right here maybe about a little over 10 months, so it's going to be going on a year here soon. And I've had a few motorcycles before this one, but some of the things that I want to talk about in this video, just because I think it'll be a good video, is some of the responsibilities of owning a motorcycle, some things that you have to take into consideration, and I want to get through a few of them, man. So the first one I'm thinking about, and I hope I remember everything I'm thinking about saying, but storage, motorcycle storage, where you're gonna have your bike at. Okay, now this is a big thing as far as security issues, right? So you buy a motorcycle, it's your bike, it's your baby, you love it, and where are you gonna park it, right? Most people that I know, you know, either own or rent a house, they have garages where they can put their motorcycle in, right? But not everybody is as fortunate to be able to have a garage. So I know some people live in apartment complexes or modular homes where they may have like an outdoor port, you know what I mean, like a carport. Or some people live in like an apartment complexes, duplexes, or things of that nature, right? Where you don't necessarily always have a nice secure place to store your motorcycle. So that's one thing to think about, right? I want to buy a motorcycle. Do I have a place to put it to where it's not out in the open, not where, you know, where it can have risk of, you know, a security issue where somebody could actually steal it or vandalize it or something of that nature. But also, you know what I mean? So as far as like the elements, you know, do we have ways to cover it up, you know, keep it locked up and out the way, you know, from the rain and the sun beating down on it and things of that nature. So storing your motorcycle is a very important thing when it comes to owning a motorcycle, right? I live down south. I'm down here in Florida where it's sunshine, it's hot most of the year, and even when it is cold outside, it still feels good and you can still ride. But I know some of you guys up north live in the northern states in Canada. A lot of times you guys got to store your motorcycle, you know what I mean, for like half the year or more. So that's something to think about when buying a motorcycle, man. You definitely want to have a nice, decent place to store it and own it and have it and keep it, you know, keep it nice. The other thing I want to talk about, basically in this same category for the most part is security. You know, one is storage, one is security. One thing you don't think about that's a little bit different from when you just driving a car is whenever you go places, man, you know, being careful about where you park your motorcycle. You know what I mean? Do you have a locking device on your, I know some people put it on the caliper, on the bracket, not the bracket, the rotor, which, you know, some people use the throttle lock thing where you lock the throttle or lock the brake. You know, how you gonna secure your motorcycle? You know, you buy a brand new, you know, 10, 15, 20, $30,000 motorcycle, man, you gotta be able to think about ways in which you can secure your bike. And also, when you go in places and you're riding out, it's not so bad when you're with friends or a group, because, you know, mostly, you know, everybody park their bikes together and really not too far from the motorcycle. But you got to think, like, sometimes when you're riding by yourself, you know, are you parking your motorcycle in a place that could potentially be stolen? You know what I mean? So those are things that you got to think about, that I was thinking about, you know, just kind of going over in this video. Storage and security, right? And another thing too, owning a motorcycle, I guess this would be like the third thing, I guess. I'm not really numbering this thing, but one of the third things you have to think about, and it's not as serious, but you definitely got to think about transport. You know, there's going to be times that you need to transport your motorcycle, whether it be to the shop, whether you, you know, have like some sort of a issue while you're out riding, whether it be mechanical issue, flat tire, things of that nature. You have to be able to understand how you're going to be able to move your motorcycle if something was to happen, or if you just want to take it to the shop for maintenance and things of that nature. How are you going to, you know, how you going to transport your motorcycle? You know, that's something you want to think about. Me personally, I own a pickup truck, an old school truck that I got a ramp that I basically just put on the back and, you know, kind of like drive it up the ramp and just kind of like strap it down, which I actually want to get I want to get a trailer at some point in the future, man. You know, so if you got a trailer, that's absolutely good, where you can not only put one, but you can put multiple motorcycles in a trailer, strap it down, all of that good stuff like that. So yeah, man, how you gonna transport your bike? That's part of being responsible, you know, being able to move it around. You know, everybody love these things. It's a good toy, something to have. But I think storing the motorcycle is very transporting the motorcycle, in my opinion, is a very important part of owning one. Just like, you know, anything else that you have, you want to be able to have it, you want to be able to move it around, you want to be able to deal with it if you're going to work on it and stuff like that. But you know, moving your toys around is important, man. So, you know, that leads me into the next thing, and I'm gonna probably try to run through some of these, you know, try to finish these up pretty quick, and I'm almost, you know, getting to the gym here soon. But maintenance and cleaning. Owning a motorcycle is very fun, but what's important is maintaining it and keeping it clean. For example, following your, you know what I'm saying, your maintenance schedules. Sometimes it's even good to do them a little bit earlier if you have to. You know, lube, oil, and filter. Get the oil changed. If you don't do it yourself, take it to get it changed. But that's super important to keep the engine on your motorcycle, you know what I'm saying, good and clean and fresh and running properly, man. That way you can prevent things from happening, you know what I mean, prevent things going wrong with the bike and messing up warranties and stuff like that. Let me make sure this car don't get too close to me. Slow up, fam, slow up. But yeah, man, and keeping your motorcycle clean is good too. Not only does it keep your bike looking good, right, keep it nice, clean, shiny, keep the paint protected, but it keeps it protected from you know, corrosions, the sun beating on the paint. You know, having the bike too dirty also, you know what I'm saying, mess up your gas mileage and stuff like that. You know what I mean, just from drag. So keeping it maintenance, keeping it clean, you will have less mechanical issues too if you keep everything clean for the most part, as far as cosmetics and the fairings and stuff getting caught up in there, man. Just keeping the bike clean is very important. And last but not least, not gonna be here too long with you guys, but last but not least, one of the things I think is very important is, in my opinion, is caring for and looking out for the safety of other riders, right? That's part of the responsibility of having a motorcycle, being safe And also, if you have a situation where, God forbid, something happens to another rider, being responsible and helping out and rescuing other riders that may have a crash or something like that, that's super important in my opinion. Look, we got a motorcyclist over there. What's that, a R1? Nah, I don't think that's a R1, but look like a Kawasaki. But yeah, man, just being responsible for others around you, not doing wheelies and stuff around people, you know what I mean, because somebody else can get hurt. You know, the bike go flying, your bike turn into a projectile and get to flying at people and stuff like that. That's super not cool. So it's one of the responsibility that I wanted to talk about before I get out of here, is making sure when we out here on these roads, man, we having a good old time, that you're not out here getting yourself in any trouble by crashing into people, having your bike fly all over the place, and looking out for other riders if things happen to them, man. I think that's a very, very key importance when it comes to having a motorcycle, man, is just being responsible, man. Just being responsible all the way around. I think that's super duper important. And that's pretty much it I got for this one, man. I'm about to head to this gym. I got an aggressive Camry behind me. Seems like he's in a rush, which is cool, you know what I'm saying? I know what it's like to be in a rush from time to time, but try not to run your boy over real quick. But yeah, man, owning a motorcycle is extremely fun. It's extremely fun. Yeah, I don't know what's his problem. I don't know why he's in such a rush.
I like making videos like this, and I'm pretty sure there's something that I forgot in this video. So feel free to drop your thoughts down in the comment section if there's anything I left out in this video. And let's get some of these newer riders and some of these old school riders, man, in the comments, and let's start chopping it up and get a big old happy motorcycle family down there, man. We can come together. Hey, if you guys like these videos, man, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Much love, peace, and blessings to everybody under the sound of my voice checking in. And I'll be back with more videos, and if you have any future ideas of any new videos you want to see, you can also leave that down there as well. Appreciate it.